Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the latest patch notes for the First Descendant, covering everything from content improvements to crucial bug fixes. Let's get started. First up, in Special Operations, if you don't make a decision during the interim review, the game will now automatically select abort. This change ensures that mission progress isn't left hanging if you step away for a moment. The devs have also lowered the difficulty of Frostwalker. Now destroying frenzied parts will generate 2 embers, and the Colossus won't frenzy as often. Plus, aiming for those weak points just got a lot easier when you use slug shots. After a void intercept battle ends, your characters will no longer take damage from hazardous areas, giving you some much needed breathing room. And speaking of hazards, once you defeat the Molten Fortress or the Swamp Walker, the associated environmental effects like lava and disease are removed instantly. And then the last part for the content improvements, the devs have improved the restart function for various operations. You'll have about 60 seconds to restart with the current squad or restart with a new matchmate team. Moving on to field improvements, in Echo Swamp, more precisely the Derelict Covert region, toxic monsters got a bump in spawn times. Faster spawns means faster loot. Changes have also been made to Void Fusion reactors. There was a slight reduction to the monster's HP and they'll now drop more ammo and recovery orbs. This makes battles a bit more manageable. Now, let's talk about the Battle Pass. The Week 6 challenge requirements have been adjusted to make them more achievable, and the difficulty for Week 7 and 8 challenges has been reduced. Plus, you'll earn more EXP and supply coins for completing them, giving you a better chance to unlock those rewards. Alright, let's jump into Descendant Updates. For those rare Eugen mains out there, we've got some good news for you. Eugen's recovery skill has just been refined, and the tooltip now accurately reflects the improvements made in the previous hotfix. So what that means for you is you'll see the correct recovery rate on your screen, giving you a clearer understanding of how much health you're regaining. And to add to that, they overhauled the formula behind Eugen's recovery skill. Basically, the amount of health he recovers has been slightly increased at skill level 4. This seemingly minor tweak gives you that extra edge when pushing through challenging content. Alright, enough about Eugen, let's talk about Luna and her stage presence skill. Before, defeating enemies with unique weapons didn't contribute to weapon proficiency, but that's been changed. Now, when you take enemies down with Luna's stage presence, you'll actually see your weapon proficiency increase. And to add to that change, you can now get Luna's Noise Surge mod from Hard Mode Executioner. This is a welcome change because originally this was a Gluttony drop, which is the newest hardest boss. So for those of you who haven't gotten Luna yet, this mod changes 3 of Luna's abilities: Exciting Act, Relaxing Act, and Cheerful Act. This essentially changes her from being more support-centric to being DPS-centric. Everyone's really calling it Bunny on hard mode. So let's now move over to bug fixes. So starting us off, we'll talk about the UI changes that were made. Previously, there was an issue when applying a filter in the lab wouldn't carry over when you re-entered the menu. This has now been fixed, so your filters should work as expected. Now for our console players, there were some hiccups with the auto search function, particularly with the Peacemaker not showing up in the weapon material research, and filtering issues with Descendant modules like Fire, Chill, and Electric. These have all been addressed, ensuring a smoother experience across the board. So previously there was a bug with Luna. When she was using the Noise Surge mod, Luna had a quirky bug where she would start dancing while holding her gun. Definitely not what you want to see while you're in the middle of fighting something. This has been fixed, along with issues where her facial graphics would sometimes render incorrectly. So another mod readjustment type change. Bunny's Thrill Bomb skill also had a bug where it was not hitting all of the enemies when you had the high voltage mod equipped. That's been sorted out and now it hits 100% of the time. Even Lepic is getting some love. There was a bug where his traction grenade skill did not show the right skill description and its area of effect when equipping a range mod. That too has been corrected and now better aligns with his gear. Speaking of gear, there were issues with some tooltips not displaying the correct information. For example, the firearm critical hit rate and skill critical hit rate were mixed up in the Acrobat Sets tooltip. This has been corrected along with language issues in the Spiral Tidal Wave skill mod. And the next fix is in the field. Echo Swamp again. The outposts are now functioning as they should, and the rewards from the Void Fragments have been adjusted to ensure you're getting what you deserve. Plus, a bug in the laboratory where skills and unique effects could trigger even with Vulgus Invincibility enabled has been fixed, so no more unexpected surprises there. Alright, now to the mission side. So there's been some fixes to issues like champion monsters not spawning in Fortress Infiltration operations and problems of scoring in the Haven Infiltration operation. These fixes mean your missions will run smoother and more predictably so you can focus on strategy rather than worrying about the bugs. Alright, and finally, our last bug fix that we think is pretty important. For our PC players, a glitch that caused screen issues when using certain skills with NVIDIA Reflex Boost mode on has been resolved. And that's a wrap on the latest patch notes for Hotfix 1.0.7 for the First Descendant. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates and gameplay tips. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.